Welcome, friends. Yesterday we discussed, we taught some concepts related to ideal gas mixtures. Okay, those things are as Dalton's law of partial pressure and mole fraction, mass fraction, and universal gas constant and molecular weight. Those things are completed. Okay, then today I want to solve the problems related to mole fraction and mass fraction and Dalton's law of partial pressure. And before that, I include some theoretical concepts uh, for our improvement of knowledge. Okay, I already the Dalton's law is what? The Dalton's law is gas A having certain volume and temperature, gas B having certain volume and temperature. That volume and temperature is fixed, that mixes together at the time also volume and temperature, which means the container is the same container. Okay, not a big container. Okay, for that particular instance, the total pressure is PA plus PV. Okay, addition of pressure is the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay, Dalton's law of partial pressure is a best representation is like this. Okay, then next, similarly, the second law, Amagat-Lewis law of additive volumes. First, Dalton's law of partial pressure is the additive pressures. Okay, but in the Amagat law is additive of volume. It is based on the assumption that each mixture component behaves as an ideal gas if it exists alone at a pressure P and T of a mixture. Here P and T is a fixed pressure and temperature is fixed before and after mixing. Okay, gas A having certain pressure temperature, gas B having a certain pressure temperature, but here the volume is added, which means the container volume, or we change the container from initial one. Okay, which means the final volume is the volume of VA plus V2, not the same volume. In previous Dalton's law, the volume is same, therefore the pressure increases. But in that law, the volume is a increasable one because here pressure and temperature is constant. Okay, this law is called Amagat-Lewis law model. Okay, then the partial volume Vi of ith component in a gas mixture is defined as Vi equal to the rearrangement of the PV equal to nRT. This equation is common equation. With small rearrangement, again and again I reproduce the equation. Okay, which component I will find out, that component is RHS and remaining component is LHS, and remaining components are available in the RHS. Okay, these things are repeated from many places. Okay, then Vi equal to Ni R U, which is universal gas constant. Ni is mole fraction, sorry, number of moles of a particular volume. Ni means number of I stands for particular gas. Okay, here gas A and gas B. Gas A is Ni, gas B is N2. This type like this. Okay, then Vi equal to Ni RUT divided by P. Okay, this is nothing but Vi equal to mole fraction of V. Okay, remember the things. Vi, individual volume of the particular gas equal to total volume into mole fraction. Individual mass of the particular component available in the gas mixture, which is equal to mass fraction into total mass of the substance. Similarly, individual volume is equal to mole fraction into volume. Okay, Ya is mole fraction, Xi is mass fraction. Okay, this mole fraction is used for one type of analysis and mass fraction is used for another type of analysis. Okay, then similarly, total volume, small derivation, total volume. Okay, Va is called as partial pressure. Then total volume equal to N1 plus N2 plus N3. This is a number of moles for different gases, which is into RU by T into P. Okay, so with small rearrangement, V equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus Vk, which is equal to summation of Va. Okay, total volume equal to individual volume of different gases mixed in a gas mixture. Okay, this law is called Amagat-Reduce law of additive volumes. Okay, this is our own concept, and from this I introduce some theoretical concept, but it is not an important thing, but I explain briefly. Density and gas constant of a gas mixture. Density and gas constant of a gas mixture. Okay, not an individual gas. Okay, mixture. Gas constant for a gas mixture. Okay, then the specific volume. Specific volume. Every extensive changes from extensive property to specific property. It is nothing but divided by the mass. Okay, this is the specific property. Extensive property divided by mass, which is equal to specific property. It is a modified version of intensive property. Okay, then the specific volume small v equal to total volume divided by mass. Okay, that mass, the total volume is fixed. That mass is mass of the gas mixture is mass of the oxygen, mass of the nitrogen, and mass of the carbon dioxide. This thing like therefore m1 plus m2, m1 for first component of a particular gas, and another mass of the second gas, and mass of that gas is up to the mk, okay, number of gases. Here, therefore, 1 by v equal to 1 by v. 1 by v equal to m1 by v plus m2 by v, small rearrangement. Okay, denominator is in the place of numerator, numerator is in the place of denominator, because I take the reciprocal for a volume, specific volume. Therefore, 1 by v equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus whole v is a previous step. From the step m1 by v plus m2 by v plus m3 by v plus m4 by v. And this equation is get. Therefore, it is nothing but 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. Then density of a particular substance, which is equal to 1 by v. It's a formula. What is density? Density is the reciprocal of specific volume. Okay, density is the reciprocal of specific volume. Please remember. Please memorize. Density is a reciprocal of specific volume. Therefore, rho equal to rho 1 plus rho 2 plus rho 3 plus rho 4 rho k. Okay, this is the density of a gas mixture. Okay, this is the density of a gas mixture. Okay, the equation for the density of a gas mixture. Rho 1 plus rho 2, which is a summation of rho I. Then gas constant of a gas mixture. The characteristic equation is PIV, partial pressure in gas in a gas mixture. The particular gas, the equation of state is PIV into NiRUT. From the number of moles is equal to Mi by molecular weight. Then substitute things, PIV into Mi and capital Mi into RUT. Then Ri equal to gas constant for a particular gas is equal to universal gas constant divided by Mi. Therefore, from this PIVA equal to MiRIT, we get PIV equal to MiRIT. Here, volume and temperature is fixed, because pressure is a additive one, which means pressure, if pressure is additive one, volume and temperature is fixed. It is called Dalton's law of partial pressure. Okay, therefore here pressure is called as a partial pressure, because each and every gases have a different pressure, which means then only I put a suffix for pressure, this I. For Pi into total volume equal to M in I into Ri into T for a particular gas in a gas mixture. Okay, then similarly P1 V1 in the MR1 T1, then second component P2 V into M2 RT, and third component P3 V into M3 R3T, and fourth component. It's like I rearrange the equations with the changing of suffixes. From that, PV equal to M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus M3 R3 plus MK into T. Okay, this thing derives the equation PV equal to MRT. So here, therefore, R equal to using these two equations, MR equal to M1 R1 PV cancelled, T cancelled. Therefore, M1 MR equal to M1 R1 plus M2 R2 MK RK. From this, R equal to M1 R1 plus M2 R2 plus M3 R3 plus MK RK divided by M. We go to the denominator. Then R equal to summation of mass fractions, because M1 by M is nothing but mass fraction. Okay, N1 by N is nothing but mole fraction. Okay, therefore M1 by M is equal to X1. Therefore X1 R1, X2 R2, X3 R3. This manner series is going on. Then summation of X. Therefore I put a summation symbol. Therefore R equal to summation of Xi is nothing but mass fraction and Ri. Okay. And how much amount of gases available in the gas mixtures, and what is the mass fraction of a particular gas available in the gas mixture, and what is the gas constant of a particular gas available in the gas mixture. With the help of these values, we have find out the overall gas constant for a particular gas mixture. Okay, this is the density and gas constant of a particular gas mixture. Okay, then now I solve one example problem related to the gas mixtures. Just wait. The problem is a vessel of volume. Problem is this: a vessel of volume 0.4 meter cube contains 0.45 kg of carbon monoxide and 1 kg of air. Okay, a vessel having 0.4 meter cube contains 0.45 kg of carbon and 1 kg of air at 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, calculate the partial pressure of each constituent and the total pressure in the vessel. The air contains 23% oxygen and 76% nitrogen by mass. Take the molar masses of carbon monoxide, which is nothing but molecular weight. Okay, take the molar masses of carbon monoxide, oxygen and nitrogen as carbon monoxide having 28 and oxygen 32 and nitrogen 28 kilogram per kg mole respectively. This is a molecular weight, the capital M. Okay, and the proportion of air is 23.3% of oxygen and 76.67% of nitrogen, and in the vessel having air and also carbon monoxide. Okay, therefore 1 kg of air having 23.3% of oxygen and 76.7% of nitrogen, in addition with 0.45 kg of carbon monoxide also there in a particular vessel. Okay, then now solve the problem. A mixture of carbon monoxide and air in a vessel V equal to 0.4 meter cube and mass of air equal to 1 kg and temperature of air 15 degrees Celsius, which is converted to the Kelvin, because the equations are all available in the unit is Kelvin. Then mass of carbon monoxide equal to 0.45 kg and molecular weight of carbon monoxide 28 and molecular weight of O2 32 and molecular weight of N2 28. These things are given in the problem. Then to find the partial pressure of CO, O2 and N2 in the mixture, which is PCO, PO2 and PN2. Okay, partial pressure and total pressure of the mixture. These things are we have to find. Then assumptions: each component in the mixture behaves like an ideal gas, first assumption, and mixture composition remains invariable. Okay, mixture fixed volume. Okay, the no gases doesn't escape, no gases does escape the container. Okay, which is the mixture of composition remains invariable. Then analysis: first, consider 1 kg of air having 23.3% oxygen and 76% nitrogen. Therefore, the mass of oxygen in 1 kg air, which is equal to 0.223 into 1. Okay, mass of air, which is equal to 0.223 kg. and mass of nitrogen is 76%, therefore 0.767 into mass of air, which is equal to 0.767 kg. Please understand. Again, 1 kg, 23% oxygen and 76% nitrogen. Therefore, which means therefore in mass point of view, for 1 kg, 233 grams for oxygen and 767 grams for nitrogen. Okay, based on the percentages. Then mass of nitrogen and mass of oxygen to find it out. Then the molecular weight, the gas constant. From the universal gas constant and molecular weight, the R equal to Ru divided by mass. Okay, Ru is nothing but, please memorize this value, 8.314 kilojoule per kg mole Kelvin. Okay, molecular weight. Then we know the molecular weight of the all components. Then RCO equal to 8.314 divided by 28 and RO2 is 8.314 divided by 32 and Rn2 8.314 divided by 28. Actual gas constant for a particular gas is found out with the help of universal gas constant and molecular weight of each and every components. Okay, then the partial pressure equation is, remember the PV equal to RT, PV equal to nRT or PV equal to mRT. Here the details about moles is doesn't given. Okay, details about mass only given. Therefore, here we use the mass gravimetric analysis. Okay, not a volumetric analysis. In that problem, they are giving the mass of the substance, not a volume of the substance. Mass of the substance is given in detail. Okay, volume of the substance doesn't given detail. Okay, total volume is only given, but in the previous words of the problem, say afterwards, complete problem explains the total volume and the partial volume of the particular gases. Therefore, here we solve the problem with the help of mass basis analysis, this gravimetric analysis. Okay, therefore partial pressure equation is PI equal to MIRIT into V, the common equation. With the help of MI is given, is calculated, and Ri is already in previous steps we calculated, and T is given and volume also given. Okay, and 0.4 meter cube, 288 Kelvin. Then first PCO, partial pressure of carbon monoxide, which is MCO into RCO into MCO is 0.45 kg and RCO is 0.297 and temperature 288 and volume 0.4 meter cube. Substitute the things and we get 96.23 kilopascal. 96.23 kilopascal. Okay, with some unit conversion, we convert to the unit of pressure into the bar, which is 0.9623 bar. This 1 bar equal to 100 kilopascal. Unit conversion, 1 bar equal to 100 kilopascal. Okay, therefore here 96.23 kilopascal is there, therefore which is 0.9623 bar, the unit conversion. Then next, partial pressure of O2, and same formula, MO2 RO2 divided by into T into divided by V, with the help of this 43.35 kilopascal, which is 0.4345 bar, with the help of this unit conversion. Then partial pressure of nitrogen using same formula and substitute the things, these are known values, then calculate the final value is equal to 1.61 bar. Because in air the major contribution is nitrogen, therefore this pressure is very high, 1.64 bar. Then total pressure is equal to summation of individual partial pressures. Okay, then PCO plus PO2 plus PM2 or 9623 plus 4345 plus 1.64 which we get 3.03 bar. So total pressure of a container, that container having certain amount of carbon monoxide, certain amount of nitrogen and certain amount of oxygen. Okay, with the help of mass fraction and the universal gas constant and molecular weight of the particular substance, you have to calculate the actual gas constant and mass of the each component. From that I substitute the values in the P equal to M into R into T divided by U. It's a gravimetric analysis, because in the problem they are giving the mass in detailed manner. They are giving the data for a mass basis analysis. Okay, therefore substitute the things and calculate the individual pressure, which is nothing but partial pressures of a three components, this CO2, CO, N2 and O2. The partial pressure of individual components and summation of these three pressure, which is called total pressure of the container. Okay, this is the one typical problem for a which is a problem for a ideal gas mixtures. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss another problem. With that problem, I can go to the next topic. Okay, thank you.